Go straight to the YouTube. Let's see till it loads. Pop up. Take a little bit. Are we on public? Yeah, here we go. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Exodus show. Go back to OBS. You see yourself like live, right? So it's like that. All right.
Yeah, see, that thing's lagging, dude.
What, the YouTube part?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a delay no matter what.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like latency.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
makes sense.
So I don't know. So the market. So it was Tuesday night, right?
Today is Tuesday, December 30th,
Yeah.
7:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So the market's been trading sideways. Bitcoin shot up from 86 to 90. Just go back down to 86. Probably a whale. Literally the day after, so yesterday, silver and gold did go down. Well, we predicted that.
Right.
Say it was probably gonna go down for a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna talk about like our own personal strategies for this upcoming year in 2026, and when it comes to investing, we're going to actually also talk about. We'll probably do reaction video to some stuff. We're gonna show people this like cool app, like simple savings calculator, and it shows you like if you invest, right, and you'll honestly just you make money over time, like just that's an index fund, right? Just invest like in VU or QQQ, you'll make like at least 12-14% a year, and we'll show you that anyone can literally become a millionaire. So starting with you, what do you
Starting with me.
yeah, starting with you,
So-
what's gonna be your goal, like personal financial goals for next upcoming year?
Personal financial goal? I don't even know, dude. Just try to save as much as possible this year. Last year was kind of rough buying all the meme coins and
Water
Gold.
under the bridge.
yeah, all the meme coins and the Hard Rock fucking sports betting. Which, I mean, that wasn't too bad. I actually made a good amount of money on that.
All those betting apps are everywhere, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. The Hard Rock, it calls me. I love it.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, no, I don't bet too much though. It's, small amounts.
The house always wins in the end. The
Well,
house always
you
wins.
That's
is
what
true.
they say.
Don't worry though, in 26 hours, new year, new me.
what
Whatever it is.
What about you?
I definitely want to get into what's the contracts that you're into?
Oh, leaps.
Leaps.
Yeah,
Yeah, the leaps where you
style.
trade a year from.
Like at least
Now.
a year, yeah.
Yeah, about a year.
Mine are like 2 years.
Yeah. No, those I want to start to get into that. I plan on paying off a few personal debts. Once I can do that, I plan on doing anywhere from 20 to maybe 30% of my paycheck. Put it towards investing,
Yeah.
and then I'll disperse that to, stocks. Try to do leaps, and then just try to find, safe stocks that I can just kind of invest and forget about, and just let that build up over time.
So realistic, yeah, you definitely defeat the debt. Like credit cards, I'll probably get into that actually later. But like going into the investing, leaps are good. Now I'm definitely go for leveraged. You should not probably have more than 30% of your portfolio in leaps.
Right.
Now, I said leaps are like safe in the regard if you actually do your research, right? You can never predict the actual what can happen or what can happen tomorrow, right?
Right.
But if you're already like heavily invested in a company and you genuinely believe in it, you know the financials are good, yeah, do a leap. It's leveraged, right? At least a year out. I do too. More premium, but I'd rather play it safe than sorry.
So you have to hold it for a whole year?
You don't have to. You can sell it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Or, exercise it earlier, depending on what you want to do. Exercising means if you want to actually buy it out, which means you get 100 shares for each contract. Now, probably if I'm going to do it earlier, I'm more than likely just going to sell the contract for a profit. And yeah, that's actually pretty good. To help you can grow your wealth. Now, 30% at most, I think, but 40% if you're willing to risk it. But yeah, I think the market's a little bit iffy. I want to definitely invest as much as I can this year. Do hopefully at least 1,000, maybe 2,000, a month, at the very least. That's just huge. That really sets you up. I want to do more leaps, but it's like I gotta see how this new year starts off. Because if we slow down with interest rates, I may have to. The market's probably gonna dip. But if we keep up with the cuts, it's probably gonna boom. So we gotta see about that. But going to credit cards, you say, debt. Credit cards are a great tool. Fun fact, guys, you don't pay any interest on a credit card if you pay it all off within a month, or the pay date.
Well, yeah, if you pay the statement balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pay zero interest and you get points. You actually it's safer too. I mean, it's a lot easier to get your money back on a credit card than is a debit card. So it's safer. You actually build your credit history, credit score, and you also get points, which I guess in some way you save more money than you would a debit card. You have to be like really disciplined. If you are not disciplined, don't do it. But if you can
Alright.
trust yourself and have self control,
All right.
by all
What
means.
would you recommend for like a good first credit card?
I don't know. I can't even say that they switch all the time.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely not say I would say American Express is not one. That's like because that annual is expensive, like $500, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah,
And
for the good ones, yeah.
I would recommend probably Discover. I've heard a lot of decent things about Discover in terms of the cards they have.
Mm.
I haven't taken a look recently, but I know that they have a few entry level cards that are easy to get pre-approved for, and generally it's just like your good starter card to get into, and then 2 years down the line, if you want to switch cards, I've learned that you can do a internal product exchange or transfer. So like I had a Navy Federal Platinum card,
Right, right.
but then I switched it to the flagship rewards card. So I was able to internally make a transfer or an exchange
Mm.
without messing with my credit, closing out one account or opening
Oh,
another
yeah.
account.
Okay.
I just called them up and said, "Hey, I just want to switch to this card. I'll pay whatever, yearly fee it's got."
Right, right.
And they just did everything. They swapped
Wow.
everything over.
I might have to try that instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah, that's definitely
getting a
worth
hit
looking
on your
into.
credit for trying to get a new card. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I think I heard Discover is definitely your
If you have
the
bad credit, it's supposed to be
first.
good. If you have bad
Yeah.
credit.
Mm.
Or not even bad credit, but like say if you're coming out of high school and it's like you have no credit at all,
Right, right.
supposedly Discover itself, it's like you can basically get pre-approved, and that's kind of like a way you can get started.
Nice.
Yeah, I would avoid cards though that don't offer you points. There are cards like that, and it's honestly it's a waste of time. A lot of people don't realize that early on, so it's not their fault. I'm not gonna blame them for that. But once you realize like, oh, you have a card that doesn't offer you points, just switch over to a card that does.
Right, right.
It's night and day difference. And don't be like sometimes people try to save for like the prizes. Use like statement credits, You can make maybe like it writes off like 50, $60 maybe off your credit card or you put it into your savings account. That's a little bit better. Savings account, by the way, guys, is not your retirement fund.
Hmm.
The interest rate on a savings account is never gonna pay you enough to retire off of. Heck, dude, it will barely probably pay you inflation level. Most of them pay like 1% if less. Inflation, what is it, around 2, 3?
Right, exactly.
Right now it's like 2.5 or 2.4, I think.
Wow.
No bank's offering that, right? No bank's offering that. And if you're lucky, maybe they are. Guess what? You broke even. So savings account should be like an emergency fund. I think that's like important just in case, you need to dip into it. You'd rather not sell your actual investments.
Right, right.
It's a lot safer. Now, I would say you should, like your retirement is your investments. You should be aggressive, especially when you're young, because time in the market always beats time in the market, right? Like you're never gonna time it better than just being in it longer.
You said time in is better than timing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
True.
your 20s, everyone tells you like, oh, it's YOLO, do all the dumb stuff in your 20s. No, dude, your 20s is like the most important decade. Like if I started investing when I was 18,
Bro,
dude, I'd be like so much more wealthier now.
I wish I would have bought some
Like more consistently
Bitcoin
about
when I
it.
was 18.
Like I was dumb at 18. Like even just that, even if you just invest in the S&P
Bruh.
500, dude, you'd be way wealthier.
I know.
Oh yeah, I saw the video the other day. If you did like, what was it, $20 a month or
I mean, we can
$20.
show them the one thing. Go
What's
to
that?
the self savings calculator just
Yeah.
first.
Well, I was actually gonna say real quick because I looked online for Discover. and it's actually secured credit card, the Discover It secured credit card. It doesn't require a minimum credit score, and it gives you cash back rewards. So
Nice.
like 2% back at gas stations and restaurants.
Nice.
The first year cashback match, there's no annual fee, and it has upgrade potential. So basically, what I said earlier with my experiences with Navy Federal, you
Hmm.
can do like an internal transfer,
Right,
and they
right.
won't dock your credit. So that's one of those cards I
Yeah.
would recommend.
Go to the tab. No, wrong one. Right one. The simple savings. No, do the simple savings first, and then go to yeah, and then Windows Capture. Boom.
Oh,
Go back
sweet.
to Google. Right. All right. We're gonna show you guys. Let's say. What do you think people can like reasonably like do? Like,
What
and
do you
this,
mean?
let's say like a month.
I mean, at least like $200.
Okay, let's say 200, right?
Yeah.
That's 50 a week.
Yeah, so like do the initial deposit, also the 200.
200.
Yeah. And go to a period of like, let's say 40 years. No, keep on years, don't switch to months. So,
How many years?
let's say 50. Because this is assuming you never, and also do APY, like, say 14%.
That's a lot.
No, the S&P does like VU and like QQQ do like 15, 16 at times.
No shit.
You know, say 14. 50 years, 12 million.
Wow, 12 million.
Now let's say lower. Let's say, you know what? Let's say
Holy
it's
shit,
only
dude.
10%.
That's not bad at all.
That's also your whole life you only invested $200.
That's the thing, man.
10% though? Guess what? You know,
Still 2 mil. Yeah.
let's assume you're more aggressive. Let's assume you never invest more than 200 too. Never.
Right, right.
Right?
Crazy.
Realistically, you know, the older you get, the more money you make, the more you invest.
Right,
Let's
right.
assume, let's put it at 500 a month. Or, let's see,
Yeah, let's just see what 500 does.
right? It's like,
I wish I was started.
and that's just 10%.
Man, they told us about this stuff, but I wasn't paying attention, dude. Oh, man.
That's 50 years. So you don't want to retire when you're 70.
No.
Let's say we do it 30 and increase the APY, or say 35.
Let's do 35.
35 years. And let's do 1.7. Let's do APY at 12%.
Dang,
That's
shit.
12% is more realistic for like, you know, yeah, even though it's like 14. Still, what you say you started at like 20, you're retiring at 55 with 2.7 million. Again, never go more than 500 ever, right? If you never do, not
Right,
including your
right.
home, not including 401k,
Right,
not
right.
including any of that, not including Social Security,
This is just your savings.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's not
obviously
bad
you
at
will
all.
have to pay capital gains tax, right? 2.7, whatever, like minus like you know, a certain percentage. But let's say after taxes you have like 2.5, right? And let's say you invest in, you have enough now, you probably don't need to do like income supplement ones where the dividends are non-qualified. You can probably do like more qualified dividends, like, you know, tobacco. They pay like 7%, 6-7%.
Ooh, nice.
7%, like 2.5 million a
Yeah.
year is a lot.
That's a lot.
And you're paying at most like 15%, depending on how much you're getting.
Right.
Let's do the math here. Let's say the after taxes at 2.5 times, let's say 7%. That's 175,000 a year. You're not even paying 15%. You're probably paying like 10% in taxes. So minus the 10%, that's $13,125 a month
Wow.
after taxes.
Wow.
And the average person gets from Social Security a month.
Like 1,200.
But yeah, I think 15.
Yeah, like 1,500 now. Yeah.
About the norm.
And that costs our economy 1.8 trillion dollars.
Really?
Like 1.5 trillion a year. So imagine this. Imagine all the money you'd put Social Security, each paycheck went to your own private fund that went to the S&P.
Wow. Yeah.
Every single person would be retiring earlier with more money, which means more. I'm just saying, and we wouldn't have a 1.5 trillion dollars to spend because
This
it
is
comes out of
true.
your own thing.
This is true.
Everyone will retire with more money. The economy will do better because I mean, older you retire younger with more money. That means more money you'll be spending,
Right.
which means more income from sales tax.
Well,
It helps businesses. Yeah, 'cause you spend more money.
Yeah.
The government gets more from sales tax.
right, right.
More, you know, money for businesses. It helps the local area where you live. You just be better for the economy. Everyone literally wins. Like there are solutions where everyone wins. And I'm telling people, just invest, man.
Yep.
Like going to the club all the time, spending all this money all the time, you're literally hurting yourself.
Alcohol.
Dude,
Yeah.
alcohol's expensive. Cigarettes, dude. People spend like thousands of dollars a year on cigarettes. Thousands
Yeah,
of
I know.
dollars
Yeah.
a year on any kind of like vaping products, alcohol. Like you're
Strip
destroying
club.
yourself.
Casino.
Yeah, if you
Gambling.
if you put all that into investing, you'd be thanking yourself. You can do all that later on when you're rich,
Yeah,
right?
this is true.
I'll never promote it, but trust me, you can do it all that later on.
I promote fun.
You
Go
promote-
have some fun once you got your money right. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, once it's right.
Yeah.
Once you see that, you see the fruits of your labor, then it's like, okay, you can reward yourself.
Yeah, that is important. And I think people don't realize the importance of investing. And like I said, it's consistent and don't gamble it away, right? Like, and you'll see that if people like we'll do a Wall Street bets like reaction, and you'll probably see that there'll be people who have their inheritance from like their parents dying,
Right,
like
right.
a life insurance policy. Which if your parents have it, you're lucky.
Crazy,
right.
I know, right?
That sets you up, right? And I think everyone should have that,
Well,
and because tax free is life insurance,
Mm.
and people will have like inherit like 500,000, $1 million, whatever from it, and in a day they just throw it all away.
well,
Gambling,
yeah.
those gambling things are dangerous, guys. Like why? Like they're barely getting anything out of it. Like those apps where like they're doing like on events, and they may win like $80 off of like 1,000.
What? That makes no sense.
Cause they bet on like if it rains, if they bet
Oh,
on
you're talking
I've
about like
seen
the
those.
Kalshi?
Kalshi, yeah. They
Kalshi,
bet on
right.
that, and I'm like, bro, your percentage you're winning is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know who's betting $1,000 to try to win 80. That's crazy.
Because some of them are. It depends how safe you want to do it.
That's insane.
But like, so it's so stupid because you can lose it all if you don't win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Put it on-
anyways.
Put it on Baccarat.